Let me tell you something, man. I want to speak to the younger guys really quickly because I feel like I'm a guy from the future. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot with women. You know, you know, I seen it all, man. And I'm gonna tell you, young guys, man, really quickly. You guys in your 20s and your 30s, do something with your life. Don't waste it chasing women in your 20s. Don't waste it, you know, bullshitting around. Either you go to school or you become an entrepreneur. See, the thing is, what happens to guys who waste time? What happens to them is that they get older and they get older and become unhappy, or they become a homeless bum on the streets. I'm seeing this shit all over the place out here in California, especially here in the Bay Area and in LA. It's worse in LA. And a lot of guys who didn't self-improve when they were young, they paid for it later on in life. They paid for it by, first of all, losing their youth. Paid for it one way. Then they paid for it another way by not having a pension or not having savings, not having investments. Instead, they invested time and money in relationships that you don't get back. You don't get money back from relationships. You don't get back money from marriages. Relationships and marriage are a liability. This comes from experience because I lived with a chick before and it didn't do anything for my life, man. Like living with that broad throughout my 20s on to my early 30s, it didn't do anything for my life. It didn't do anything for my life. You know, see, the thing is, we laugh until the real happens. We waste time until, we're too old to do anything. There's a lot of guys that are injured on the streets. They're injured. They can't get they can't get Medicare, medical attention. They can't get it because nobody wants to take care of them. That's what I'm trying to say. Is once you get old, nobody wants to help you. When you're young, in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, and 40 is still young. It's still young. It's when you get to your 50s, 60s, nobody wants to help you. You can't even attract a woman being 50 something years old with no cash. If you reach to be 50 years old without any money, without stability, you won't have anything. You won't get any pussy. See, the thing is, at least guys who are in their 40s and 50s, they can still get puss because they got that cash. They got that cashola. And when you got that, you'll never run out of options. Even if you get to be 55 years old, if you got a lot of cash in your pocket, you won't run out of options. Women will still find you desirable because of your money. And I heard one of my subscribers say the older you get, the harder it gets to attract women without resources. Basically, trying to attract women in your mid 40s or 50s is nearly impossible without cash. You got to have that cash. Because let me tell you, if Michael Jordan wasn't Michael Jordan, he wouldn't be getting that young 30-year-old that he got right now. He's in his 50s. He wouldn't be getting that shit. Kevin Hart, I think he about to be 40 something now. He about to be 40. He wouldn't be getting that bitch he with right now if he wasn't Kevin Hart. You got to have that cash, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that cash. You know, when you get older. See, the thing is, a lot of like guys in their 20s, they take their 20s for granted. They take everything around them for granted. Until they get to their 30s, and then all of a sudden things become real. Life becomes real. They start seeing the signs of aging in their 30s. They start seeing more no's from women than usual. I remember a while back, and this is a true story. It happened to me too, man. I'm not going to lie. It's a lot tougher to attract women at 39 years old. But let me tell you, this happened a while back. It was a guy. He was a Chad. You know what I'm saying? Guy was a Chad. And I met this guy at this bar. This happened about, I don't know, maybe I was like, how old was I? I think I was 30. I was in my early 30s. And he was in his early 30s. And he said, man, I think it's back when something had happened with the iPhone. Back 2012, 2013, something like that. And he said that women used to come to him just like that. Women used to come up to him all the time. Now he gets to his early 30s. Women are not approaching him anymore. We do hit the wall. Men, we hit the wall once we hit 30-something years old. We can't get 21, 22-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? Like just like that. You know what I'm saying? We have to luck up to get those youngins. You know what I'm saying? You can keep going. You'll find a young bitch that likes older men eventually if you keep looking. But it's not that easy. Women are not giving, young 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds are not giving up the pussy just like that to older men. Then sure not giving it up for free. And he was like, man, the Chad that I met a while back, he was like, man, I'm not attracting the women I used to be, that I used to attract. I used to get women coming up to me just like that, like with the snap of my fingers. Now I'm not getting that anymore. And this is a Chad guy that, I met a while back in 2012, 2013. The dating apps had a lot to do with a lot of what's going on in the streets right now. With these women having options. They're able to like leave, scraps on the table and take the big meat for themselves. Back before the dating apps, women used to have to settle for whatever they can get. It's not like that no more. You have to fucking make yourself seem bigger than what you are nowadays. Like, I play a lot of mind games with chicks nowadays. I have to use tactics, to get women into my bedroom. I can't just use my looks anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not as good looking as I was in my 20s. No matter how much I exercise, I'm still not going to get that tight face that I had in my 20s or this baby smooth skin that I had in my 20s. I don't have that baby smooth skin anymore. No matter how much cocoa butter I put on my skin, no matter how much Vaseline, coconut Vaseline or whatever, no matter how much of that I put on my face, I'm not gonna get that baby smooth skin that I had back in 2006. You know what I'm saying? Back in 2006, I was able to pull them. I was able to get women at the snap of a finger. It's not like that no more. It's like I gotta try harder. I gotta peacock. I gotta wear designer clothing. I gotta wear nice clothing. You know what I'm saying? Because if I look like I'm the average Joe with the average clothes on, you know what I'm saying, then I'll have a harder time getting puss. So what I'm saying is, my main point is, do not waste your time in your 20s and 30s. Don't be like, oh, I don't want to go to school, fuck school. Because let me tell you, you rather go to school and study and do the homework and stuff like that than be homeless in the future. Because people who have like regular jobs making minimum wage, they're only a check away from being homeless on the streets. All they got to do is like lose a job and it's over. I'm not going to eat this sucker no more. I'm going to throw it out. Oh, shit. Whatever. I'm not going to eat it no more. Where is that sucker at? I don't know where it is. Whatever. See, the thing is, a lot of guys neglect, their responsibilities. And when they're in their 20s, they think they're too good for school, or they think like they're going to be swamped in debt. You know what I'm saying? But if you pick the right profession, you'll be able to pay back your debt and not be on the streets. A lot of these guys who work in like low end jobs, they're either gonna be on the streets in the future, or they're gonna be on the streets in the near future. You know what I'm saying? So don't think you're too good for school, or you don't think that you're too cool for school. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you, Kelcat was homeless twice. Because I thought that I was too good for school. I thought that I didn't have to better myself in school. I moved in with a girl for 6 years. I could have used that 6 years to go to school and better myself while I was with that girl. She was paying the rent. I wasn't really working when I was with her. I was playing video games. I was doing music though. I was doing beats and stuff like that. But soon enough, I stopped doing beats. I stopped doing songs and shit, writing rap songs and rap beats, and I stopped doing all that all of a sudden. And all of a sudden, I'm playing Call of Duty. What's the name of that? Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I played that to death. Okay, while she was at work, here I am, a Tyrone, playing Call of Duty at home. I was a short Tyrone, but when I was in my 20s, I had a better looking face than I do now. I'm still somewhat handsome nowadays, but I was a lot cuter, and I had a tighter face in my 20s than I do now. And when I look back and I see that I could have took advantage of living with that chick, going to school, bettering myself, getting a degree, and not being in the position that I am today, making the money that I don't want to make. You know what I'm saying? Today, I'm not making bucks. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have the luxury because I don't have a female paying the rent. See, the thing is, that chick was below me. I dated below me because when I got with her, she um she wasn't pretty, like in the body. She was pretty in the face. Don't get me wrong. She was about, maybe a 6.5, a 7 in the face, right? But her body was like a 4. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here. I am 26, 27 years old in the prime of my life with all the energy. I had looks, you know, I had charisma, I had confidence, I had a lot. I had a lot of testosterone, and I never occurred to me that all that was gonna run out. I mean, it never occurred to me that that was gonna run out. I didn't think that I was gonna run out of time. Eventually, me and her broke up, and I ended up homeless in the streets with no cash. Now, the thing is, don't get me wrong, there are people that got degrees and they still in the streets, but they're still going to work collecting money though. There's a guy that's living on the streets right now. He's making 150,000 a year, but he's saving money doing so. You know what I'm saying? He's saving a whole lot of money doing that. You know, but it never occurred to me that, the music industry that I was going after of the music industry was based on luck. Okay? And it still is to this day. The music industry, you just can't walk in there and get a record deal, you know what I'm saying, or make them look at your shit, or make people like your shit, you know what I'm saying? That's how I know it's based on luck. Music industry is based on who got it, who don't. It's either you do or you don't. You can't make yourself have it in the music industry. No matter how hard you work, you can fucking work and make songs all day long. It's either you got it or you don't in the music industry. That's what I come to realize throughout my entire years of doing it. You know what I'm saying? Certain people got it, some people don't. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm saying is, it's over for guys who don't want to better themselves, who don't have a future. It's over for guys who are old, past 50, and don't have a pension, and don't have any type of money in their pocket. They don't have their bread right. They don't have nothing stable. They wasted their years. You know what I'm saying? And now they're living in a real fucked up ass apartment, or they're living on the streets. You know what I mean? Don't let that be you. Don't waste your time playing video games the whole entire day. Trust me, I was a big Call of Duty fan, okay? Let's see, I played Modern Warfare until it died out. And then after that, I'm a big Black Ops fan. I played Black Ops 1, 2, and then 3 is when I played it when I moved back in with my ex-girlfriend. That's when I was playing 3 a lot. But I wasn't doing it like I was when I lived with her the first time. The first time I played with that shit all day. Like I said before, I was a total Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? In my 20s. I'm not a Tyrone anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I could say that I was a Tyrone because I was getting laid on a regular basis. It wasn't like I had long droughts of like pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like the longest drought was like a month or something like that. And here I am, I'm warning you guys. Do not waste your 20s, your 30s. You know what I'm saying? If you do that, it is going to be over for you. If you guys are incel and you're like young, do not spend time, playing video games and not progressing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even if you incel, work on your bread, the women will come. Get your bread in order, the women will come. Spend many nights jacking off to yourself until you get that degree in your hand, and then there will be no more jacking off because women are going to gravitate towards you. Because we are living in times of the internet, and the internet don't have any, it doesn't have any remorse. Okay? The internet is pure evil. A lot of men are not getting laid because of the internet. Tonight, I got rejected hard. Okay? I still get rejected big time, a lot. Matter of fact, I get rejected a lot before I get a yes. You know what I'm saying? I get rejected a lot. Matter of fact, I get rejected for like 30 times before I get a yes. Okay? I get rejected 30 or 40 times before I get a yes. Before I got rejected 10 times and I got a yes. Now that I got older and I ain't got them resources, 30 times and I get a yes. Mainly because of my body. I got my body in check. That's the only thing that's left on my fucking carcass. You know what I'm saying? The only sexy thing about me is my body. My face is going away from me. I can tell. It's not like what it used to be. Now, I can attract women in their 30s. Women who are around my age, I attract them. But getting a youngin' chick, that's the most difficult task I have ever fucking went through. You know? I say 1 out of 40 or 1 out of 50 young women say yes to me. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I keep the numbers high. I keep the approaches high. I keep approaching and keep approaching. It don't matter how many no's I get. I gotta get it. I gotta get some pussy. And then eventually I get a yes. But I do a lot of approaches though. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we're living in the age of the internet where you have to step your game up when it comes to dressing, style, you know what I'm saying? Game, the way you talk to females. You say the wrong thing and it's over to these females. You know what I'm saying? All just say something stupid and you average and they bye-bye. You said something stupid. I got some other options to attend to. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta, when you're an average guy, you gotta practice your smoothness. You gotta practice your game. You know? But because of the internet, like I said, it is over for a lot of guys. If you're not going after the bread and butter. Competition for women is as fierce as a motherfucking lion, man. You know what I'm saying? Competition for young, fertile women is at its all-time fucking goddamn high, man. And I mean that shit. This is real. And I'm going to tell you, it's not getting easier throughout the years for me. It seems like every year is getting harder and harder. The years are going by like that. We are already at the end of this month already in January. It's going by just like that, just like that. That's what I'm saying. Guys got to prepare for the future. Go to school. Please go to school. Do not waste your time just doing nothing. I'm begging you guys. I'm telling you, go to school. Just do it. If I was the person that I am now back then, when I lived with my ex-girlfriend, I probably would have went to school instead of doing the music. I probably should have said, you know what, while I'm living rent-free, I might as well go to school, because I live rent-free, let's see, for about 3 years living with her. I remember she used to, I do miss that girl too, man. She used to, like, wake me up and give me a kiss and tell me that she was leaving, going to work. You know, I used to get up, watch some TV, then go downstairs and play the video game until she came home. I got into the habit of that, man. You know what I'm saying? But before I met her, I was a big music guy. It's just when I got with her, I changed. I went from doing music and beats and stuff in the studio to playing video games all day long. And this is 2008, 2009 when the stock market crashed. I lost all, like, motivation chasing the music industry because of the stock market, you know? But I'm gonna make a part 2 to this. You guys, please go to school or do something. Do not waste your time. You're gonna be on the streets. You're gonna be homeless if you don't do so. You might not be homeless now, but all it takes for you to get injured on the job, or all it takes for you to lose a job and can't find another one, that's all it takes for you to be on the streets begging for change and stuff, man. There's a lot of guys out here that did the same thing, and they're on the streets. They're living in their cars. They're living in them tents. Because they wasn't smart. They wasn't smart. They either was chasing bitches the whole entire time, or they were just wasting time just doing nothing. Please, please, please excel. Please go to school or start your own business. Do something. Because once you, like I said, once you get old, you can't go back to being youthful no more, and nobody's going to want to help you when you're on the streets and you're old. Just look at those homeless guys on the streets begging for change and stuff, or living in tents. I'm out. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like and a comment, click the notification bell button so you would never ever miss another video from me. You know, smash the like button. I'm out.